Okay, let's wake up the body and expand the lungs. Pranayama, deep breathing, good for your respiratory system. When you breathe in by your nose and you breathe out by your mouth. Both the inhale and the exhale should go through your throat. Breathe as much as possible and as long as possible and as slow as possible. In your nose, out your mouth, all the time through the throat. So you just use the nose and the mouth as the passageway for the air. Start with the feet together, nice, heels and toes touching. Interlock your 10 fingers underneath your chin. Glue the knuckles to the chin. Head back and relax your shoulders. Spine straight position. And start, please. Inhale, keep your head down and bring your arms up. Deep breath in by the nose. Stretch your elbows up towards the ceiling. Fill your lungs as much as possible. Exhale, head up, push your head back with the help of your hands. Look back and try to see the wall behind you. Bring your elbows forward away from your chest and your elbows touch. Inhale, head down, deep inhale. Bring your head down slowly. The chin comes down into the hands and the head stays back over the spine. So you can lift your chest and suck your stomach in, your spine straight position. Good. Exhale, head up, push your head back with the help of your hands and bring your elbows forward. Relax your shoulders, keep the weight on the heels so you can tighten the hips and connect the spine more. Good. Inhale, head down, deep inhale. Nice job, everybody, right from the start. It's okay if it takes you several breaths to find yourself, figure out how you feel today. Fill your lungs as much as possible and hold it. Exhale, head up, push your head back and bring your elbows forward, right? Relax your shoulders, weight back on the heels and tighten the hips to keep the spine stretching up. Inhale, head down, deep inhale. That's it. And each time you breathe, what do? You pull in a little bit more air than you did the last time. So each new breath, you can expand your lungs a little bit more. Exhale, head up, push your head back with the help of the hands and bring the elbows forward. So it's just like a balloon, right? Each time you deflate it and then you blow it up again, you get a little bit more elasticity. Empty the lungs, elbows touch. Inhale, head down. That's it. Chin comes down into the knuckles, the head straight position. Find your spine straight on the inhale, lifting the chest, pull your stomach in, spine straight and hold it. Good. Exhale, head up, push your head back and you work to keep the spine straight. Bring the elbows forward as far as possible, but the center body weight back on the heels so you can keep tightening the hips. Nice job. Inhale, head down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold it. Exhale, head up, push your head back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and hold it. Inhale, head down very slowly. Use the throat. Good morning, Alex. We're still in the first set. So even if you don't get into this one, we got a whole another one you can do. Expand your rib cage, stretch your intercostal muscles, fill your lungs, maximum expansion capacity. Exhale, head up and head back. So the more you bring the elbows forward, right? Keep the body weight back on the heels and tighten the hips and lift the chest. You keep the spine stretching up and relax the shoulders. Beautiful. Inhale, head down. Last one in the first set. Long, deep, slow, and strong. Now at the end of this one, like the real end, when you think I'm completely done, see if you can pull in a little bit more air, increasing the lungs elasticity. And then exhale, head up and head back. Eyes open, mouth open, all the air out. All right, and then when you're done, let the arms relax down by the side. I know it's like part of the regular dialogue. They'll say like, when you think your lungs are full, take in a little bit more. But if you really wait to the end and you're like, I'm done, and then you think about it again, oftentimes you can pull in a little bit more. Don't kill yourself thinking about every breath or you lose the synchronization. But every now and then when you think I'm done, boom. Okay, second one, feet together nicely, re-interlock the fingers, bring them back underneath the chin. Nice and relax your shoulders. Concentrate, meditate one spot in front of you. Swallow. And start, please. Inhale, bring your elbows up towards the ceiling. Your arms in head motion, synchronizing the breathing exercise. You move them together in 6 seconds. Exhale, head up, push your head back, and take 6 seconds to empty the lungs. That's it. Spine straight position. Find the weight on your feet. Tighten the hips. Relax your shoulders. Connect it all. Good. Inhale, head down, deep inhale. We're all stuck in different places. Pranayama is the great place to feel that synchronization, line everything up, strengthen the lungs and hold it. Exhale, head up, push your head back with the help of your hands and bring your elbows forward. The 10 fingers interlocked, thumbs included with the grip, palms together, elbows touch. Good. Inhale, head down, deep inhale. That's it. As your chin comes down, your chest lifts up and suck the stomach. Feel that collapse in the lower back. Bring the body weight back a little bit more over the heels to stack it. Fill your lungs and hold it. Exhale, head up and head back. Bring your elbows forward. You bring them forward as far as possible and then keep stretching the spine up to keep the chest lifted. So not too much strain in the neck and the shoulders. Keep working the spine stretching. Good. Inhale, head down. Deep inhale. As the chin goes down into the knuckles slightly resist, your head straight position and pull your stomach in. Nice, full lungs. Exhale, head up and head back. That's it. Look back with your eyes, bring the elbows forward. So your shoulders and your deltoids are going forward. That's it. And tighten the hips to keep the spine stretching. Inhale, head down, deep inhale. Nice job. Yeah, don't get too caught up on how high the elbows are that you're not moving forward. That forward motion is the one that forces you to connect the spine. Exhale, head up and head back. So bring your elbows forward away from your chest as far as possible. Don't wait too long. It's a synchronized motion. Some of you guys don't even start moving the arms until your head is all the way back. Good. Empty lungs. Inhale, head down, deep inhale. Lift your chest. Suck your stomach in, expand your rib cage, fill your lungs, maximum capacity, a lot of oxygen. You might even feel a little bit dizzy. Exhale, head up and head back, and bring the elbows forward. And then you got to keep the body weight back on the heels, tighten the hips and lift the chest. You keep the spine stretching up. Inhale, head down. Good. 2 more here in the second set. That's it. Chin goes down, but head stays back over the spine in the straight position. Pull the stomach in, tighten the muscles and hold it. Exhale, head up, push your head back. Now bring your elbows forward as far as possible, and then just tighten the hips as much as you need to keep the spine straight, connected, stretching up, but elbows forward. Good. Inhale, head down. Nice, Sarah. Last one in the second set. Long, deep, slow, and strong. Let's do it again, this one. This is the last breath. So when you're done and you're like, my lungs are full, see if you can pull in a little bit more air. And then exhale, head up and head back. All right, and then when you're done, let the arms relax down by your side. All right, come back to the in and out by the nose breathing. You find your normal breathing throughout the class. And we'll begin with half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana with hands to feet pose, Parahastasana. Feet together nicely, heels and toes touching. Bring the arms over your head sideways, palms together. Interlock your fingers, release your index fingers, the thumbs cross. Gluing your palms together to the wrists, stretch up and go right and left, right and left, right and left. That stretch up is important. Remember, you're trying to touch the ceiling. So it's more than just flopping to the side. You should see if you can create the stretching feeling down both sides of your body, all up through the fingertips, right? Gravity is holding you down. Grace is lifting you up. Find a straights in between. And then when you can't stretch anymore, stop in the middle. Elbows locked, arms with the ears. No gap between the arms and the ears, hips a little bit forward, opening the hips and pelvis, and upper body back, opening the chest and the rib cage throughout the posture, the weight on the heels, the arms and head back, and the chin away from the chest. Concentrate one spot. Now inhale, breathing full lungs, stretch up out of your waist. One more time, you try to touch the ceiling, you already practiced. Slowly bend to the right side without bending your elbows or your knees. Push your hips to the left side because your goal here is to create a stretching feeling down the left side of the body. Inside out, bones to the skin, fingertips to the toes. That's it. As you push the hips, maybe you lose the connection a little bit, so you use your levers. Hips forward, upper body back, body weight on your heels. And then every time you find space, you stretch through those arms. Fingertips to the toes, stretching. Left hip forward, keeping the 2 hips in one line. Right shoulder forward, opening your chest like a flower petal blooming. Come down and push and push and push. Inhale, breathe in, come up and stop in the middle. Beautiful start. Okay, let the weight settle down into the feet. Take a deep breath, fill your lungs and stretch up out of the waist, pull apart. Slowly bend to the left side without bending your elbows or your knees. Push your hips to the right side. Now remember, your goal is not to match the depth of the other side, but to find connection on this side. And that might be at different places. You use the same feelings, right? Hips forward, upper body back. And if it gets to be too much of the backward bend, more of that center body weight back over the heels, so you can keep finding connection. Fingertips to the toes through the whole right side of the body. Right hip forward, keeping the 2 hips in one line. Left shoulder forward, opening the chest. Come down and push and push and push. Inhale, breathing, come up and stop in the middle. Beautifully done. All right, we got the first backward bend coming up. Don't be afraid. Back might be a little bit crunchy. Take a deep breath and fill your lungs all the way. Drop your head back as far as it will go. Look for the floor behind you and bring your arms back immediately and try to touch the wall. That's it. Yeah, you do feel a little bit sinking down, right? Bring more body weight to the heels so you can connect the rib cage and push your upper body backwards. That's it. And every time you find space, head drops back more, arms come back more, and you reach out of those shoulders like you're doing the balancing stick going backwards, right? Push your upper body back, body weight in the heels, and reach more. Good. Stomach, legs, and hips forward. And then the arms back more and reach. Go back, fall back, way back, more back. Inhale, breathe in, come back up and stop in the middle. Nice job. Okay, bend your knees, bring your hand down onto the floor in front of you, and move your hips right and left, right and left, right and left several times. Relax your lower back. Nice, loose, comfortable, easy, flexible. This is the U-turn. We go from the backward bend to the forward bend. We're just warming up the spine. So we move a little bit carefully in the first set. Backward bend, we don't do a lot in life. We're not really at that place, the range of motion, so you can push on it a little bit. That's why I say, it's gonna hurt, don't be scared. Forward bending, we do a lot of hunched over, rounded stuff. They go a little bit light on the forward bending and let the spine align naturally, right? So you can get that connection and build strength. Okay, hands to feet pose, Parastasana. Bend your knees, grab your heels from behind. So underneath the heels, you're stepping on 5 fingers of each hand with the little baby fingers touching side by side. The elbows are behind your legs on the calf muscle the entire time throughout the posture. That gets the body to the legs and helps you stretch from the lower spine. Pull the heels, stretching from the lower spine, and stomach comes to the thighs. Chest comes to the knees, face to the legs below the knees. If you got a lot of tension in the neck, shoulders, stuff like that, and the face isn't quite touching yet, that's okay, because we're going to stretch from the lower spine. Roll a little bit body weight forward to the toes and the hips up, and slowly push your knees back. This is as much as possible, right? If the elbows start to go out to the side, bring the elbows closer together, and the body glues more to the legs and stretch more from the lower spine, and then roll more weight forward into the toes, right? Good job. Push the knees back, lock the knees, exhale, breathing, lock your knees, roll forward, lock your knees, eyes are open, touch your face, lock your knees. Your last chance, lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Inhale, breathing, come back up, arms and head together. Good, first set opening. And then when you're up, let the arm relax down by your side. All right. Relax the shoulders if you need to. Release, and then we'll do the second set. Feet together nicely. Bring your arms up over the head, palms together. Interlock the grip. Release the index fingers, thumbs cross. Start to stretch your arms up to get the elbows locked and the arms with the ears and the chin away from your chest. And then inhale, breathing, full lungs. Stretch up out of your waist and slowly bend to the right. Without bending your elbows or your knees, push your hips to the left. That's it. 2 hips in one line, right? So it takes a little bit something. This is another one where the hips might start to sway forward and you start to lean back. So if you have the upper body back, bring more weight onto the heels so you can line it up, and then you can push the hips forward. You get that little tightening feeling in the hips and the side, and then see if you can stretch the arms a little bit more out of the shoulders. As it left hip forward, keeping the 2 hips in one line, right shoulder forward, opening the chest, come down and push and push and push. Inhale, breathing, and come up and stop in the middle. Great job. Okay. One more time, let the weight press down nicely into the feet. Inhale, breathing, full lungs and stretch up. Slowly bend to the left side without bending your elbows or your knees. Push your hips to the right side to create stretching. Now, it's very normal once you get the hips moving, immediately something falls out. You have all these things to find connection. It's setup, alignment, and depth. That's how it goes. So we're in the alignment portion now. Hips forward, upper body back, weight in the heels, and find more stretching through the arms. Still, if you're not there yet, you don't have to force it, but don't forget about it. Palms together and arms straight. So you're still always looking for that space to stretch the arms, and straight line. Come down and push and push and push. Inhale, breathing, come up and stop in the middle. All right. These are looking good. All right, second set with a backward bend. You get a second chance. Let's get the spine moving. Take a deep breath, fill your lungs. Drop your head back as far as it will go, and bring the arms back immediately and try to touch the spot. That's it. So less tension in the back and use more of your body weight. Bring your body weight towards the heels and push your upper body backward. That's how you connect the spine, and then reach through the arms a little bit more, shoulders out of the body. Yeah, that's it. Stomach, legs, hips, everything push forward. Probably not in this one because we're always at the end. Bring the arms back more and reach back. Go back, fall back, way back, more back. Inhale, breathing, come up and stop in the middle. If you want to do the backward bend, you can. Okay, bend your knees, bring your hands down onto the floor and move the hips right and left, right and left, right and left. It's interesting, Sarah, I like to talk about body mechanics in the backward bend because when you stack correctly, you have more space to breathe in and open the rib cage and let that thing. A lot of times people I hear teachers keep saying, lift your chest, and people tighten their back muscles to lift their chest, and that gives them less room to breathe in the backward bend. And that whole action of bringing the body weight towards your heels and getting the upper body back will stack the spine and open the rib cage, so people can, if you're reaching through the arms and bringing the weight to the heels, you'll feel your chest lift up, but it won't be from tightening the back muscles. So it's like more of that center body weight back on the heels and more getting the head to drop back and pushing backwards and reaching through the arms, expand the chest, and less of the lifting of the chest using muscles. Okay, hands to feet pose para Padahastasana. Bend your knees, grab your heels from behind. I know the breathing and the alignment is so funny. The better your alignment, the easier the breathing. The better your breathing, the easier it is to find the alignment. And I know that's like a cryptic thing, but grab your heels from behind, little baby fingers touching side by side, elbows behind the legs. And then pull the heels, stretching the upper body from the lower spine down towards the floor. Stomach to the thighs, chest to the knees, face to the legs below the knees. That's it. No gap. And then roll a little bit body weight forward to the toes. This is a great time to check in with your neck and upper back and shoulders and see if you're holding on to tension there. If you release that tension so you can get more stretch of the spine. It's so easy to start to tighten the back muscles when you work hard, but the pulling is the object of the stretching. So the more you bring the elbows behind your legs, the more you can stretch the spine. The more you roll forward into the toes, lift the hips up, push the knees back, you can stretch the legs. And then just relax all that tension in the back so you can keep stretching the spine. Beautiful. Good. Roll forward more and keep stretching, and push your knees back and try to lock your knees, lock your knees, lock your knees. Inhale, breathing, come back up, arms and head together. And then relax your arms down by your side. Okie dokie. Let's do awkward pose, Utkatasana. Right foot steps out to the right, 6 inches between the feet. The heels are behind the toes. 6-inch gap between the toes and the heels. And don't change the feet throughout the posture. You keep the 6 inches. Bring the arms up parallel to the floor, all 5 fingers together. Elbows locked and your tricep muscles nice and tight contraction. Nothing loose, nothing hanging. Stretch forward like you wanted to touch the wall in front of you. Get the chest to lift and suck your stomach in, and sit your hips down. Feet flat position until your hips touch the chair. 100% body weight in the heels. That's it, Esther. Lift your chest and bend your total spine, backward bending. Bring the upper body back. Beautiful. Suck your stomach in, depression of the abdominal wall, contraction of the abdominal muscles. So the head stays in the straight position and the head back, so you can lift the chest and bend the spine, right? So it's not tilting your head back, but you got to keep the head in the straight position and arch the upper body back. Lean back, fall back, way back, and change. Come up. Beautiful. Okay, second part. Come up onto the toes all the way as high as possible, maximum like a ballerina, tremendous concentration. If you blink your eyes, you might lose the balance. And what you do, stretch your spine, chest, head, natural human traction. You create the connection. Imagine I'm pulling your hair towards the ceiling and sit down on the tops of your toes. From start to finish, you should feel your hips and your head touching the wall. That's it. This might bring your attention to that natural curve in your lower back. It's not have to be the entire back flat against the wall. It's your hips and your head. So you can stretch the spine. Knees up, chest up, a little bit higher on the toes, knees up toward the ceiling, and change. Come up. That's it. Sometimes people are rounding the spine just to, I don't know what that is. Okay, come up a little bit onto the toes, touch your knees together. Just hips and head against the wall, and then you can find that stretch of your spine. Touch the knees together, keep weight on the balls of the feet, suck your stomach in, and sit down slowly, all the way down, leaning against the wall. Nice job. Leaning against the wall means your hips and your head are touching the wall. Continuously stretch your spine up towards the ceiling, creating a natural human traction. Knees together and forward, thighs parallel to the floor, arms parallel to the legs, spine straight 90-degree angle. So from the side, your body looks like a box. Take a deep breath, knees together, spine straight. Slowly come back up the opposite way that you went down. Wonderful. Yeah. Then you're going to apply a little bit more relaxation to the setup and stretch to create it. Okay, feet together, arms down, side, relax. Second set, right foot steps out to the right, 6 inches between the feet. Toes point straight ahead, all 3 parts. Bring the arms up parallel to the floor, 5 fingers touching. That means the thumb is touching with the index finger. Stretch the arms forward. That's it. Suck your stomach in and sit the hips into the chair. Feet flat position. Remember, this is a backward bend. So if you're so focused on sitting the hips down that your spine is rounding, you're sitting too low for you. Get the backward bend going. This one is good for the kidneys, right? Lift your chest and bend your spine, backward bending. If that caused your hips to rise up a little bit, good. Keep that bend in the spine and you can work the hips down more. But I'm always on team spine. I don't care how low you sit if your spine is rounded. Lift your chest up, chin up, lean back, fall back, way back. You're trying to fall down backwards. Inhale, breathing, come up. Beautifully done. Okay, second part. Come up onto the toes all the way as high as possible. And then just start to find that natural traction in the spine. Slowly stretch your spine, pull the stomach in, get the weight more even, and then sit down on the tops of your toes. Start to finish, hips and head touching off. This one's a tough one, right? Because the heels push forward, the hips are back against the wall, the upper body's back against the wall, and you keep stacking it, knees up, chest up, a little bit higher on the toes, knees up towards the ceiling, and change, come up. All right, nice job, everybody. Okay, third part, a little bit onto your toes. Not too high, this one. I don't want the weight to go out to the outsides of the feet. Keep the balls of the feet pressed on the floor and touch your knees together. It's not about coming up high for the setup on the third part. And then sit down as slow as possible. All the way down, you're leaning against the wall. So if your heels are jamming out to the side, keep the heels in so you're not dumping the pressure into the ankle joints. And then you can feel more pressure in the balls of the feet. That's it. And they'll come up naturally more on their own. Stretch the spine up toward the ceiling, knees together and forward and hips against the wall, upper body back and stretch the arms forward so your head can stay against the wall. And then take a deep breath, knees together. Good, Jerome. And slide back up the same wall that you went down. Feet together, arms down side, and relax. Wow, good going in, good coming out, everybody. Okay, let's do the eagle pose, Garasana. Look in the mirror if you have one. If you don't, just identify which is the right arm and the left arm. Don't mix them up. Bring your arms over your head sideways. Bring the right arm underneath the left arm. Cross your arms to each other and twist them like ropes. And bring your hands together in front of the face. The thumbs are toward your face and the baby fingers are facing away from you or towards the camera. Pull the elbows down to the floor. Suck your stomach in and sit your hips into the chair. The upper body leaning back. So this is like your first part of awkward spine. The hips go back and the upper body goes back and you stay there and lift the right leg up over the left leg as high as possible and twist your legs like ropes. Right foot behind the left leg under the calf muscle, 5 toes visible on the other side. If not yet, no worries, you're on the way. Sit your hips a little bit more, twist your arms and legs a little bit more, arch your upper body back a little bit more. Each time you're finding space. Bring your knees to the right and the upper body to the left to get your feet, knees, elbows, hands in one straight line. Suck your stomach in and sit more. Pull the elbows down more, upper body back more, and change. Come up. Nice job. Okay, bring the arms up over the head. And then the left arm goes under the right arm. Cross your arms to each other and twist them like ropes. And bring the hands together in front of the face, thumbs towards you, baby fingers facing away or towards the mirror. If you have one, pull your elbows down and stomach in and sit the hips down with the upper body leaning back. Good, good, good. And then left leg lift up over the right leg as high as possible and twist the legs like ropes. Left foot behind the right leg calf muscle. But if not yet, that's okay. Just over time. Sit the hips a little bit more and twist. Even it still works, right? If your foot's not quite wrapped yet and you start to twist the legs like ropes, slowly that left foot starts to come in closer to the right calf muscle. You're eliminating the gap over time. Knees to the left, upper body to the right to get the feet, knees, elbows, hands in the center. Suck your stomach in and sit more. Pull the elbows down more, upper body back more, and change. Come up. Nice job, everybody. Good. Bring the arms up over the head, and we'll go right into the second set. Right elbow underneath the left elbow. That's it. Right hand comes inside and cross the wrists. Bring the hands, palms together, and then pull the elbows down. So if not today, someday, then you learn how to get the fingers below the nose. This one helps you open the upper back. It helps you get ready for head to knee. Sit the hips into the chair, upper body back, and stay there. And then right leg lift up over the left leg. The higher that you get your right leg onto your left thigh, there'll be more space in between your knees that you can start to twist the legs like ropes better. And then if you do hook the foot and there's a big gap there, you just slowly start to slide your foot down and you eliminate the gap between the ankle and the calf muscle in between the knees. Bring your knees to the right and your upper body to the left so you can pull the feet, knees, elbows, hands into a straight line. Suck your stomach in and sit more. Pull the elbows down more, upper body back more, and change. Come up. Nice job. Last one. Arms up over the head. Left arm underneath the right arm. Cross the elbows and the wrists. Okay, twist the arms and pull the elbows down. Suck your stomach in and sit the hips back into the chair. The upper body leaning back and stay there. And then left leg lift up over the right leg. And twist the legs like ropes. Just working on the joints, right? You're twisting the arms and legs, sit the hips a little bit more and arch the upper body back a little bit more. This one's good for your shoulders, your elbows, your wrists, your hips, your knees, and your ankles. Knees to the left, upper body to the right, and pull everything else into the center. Suck your stomach in and sit more, pull your elbows down more, upper body back more, and change. Come up. That's it, Maxine. Good. Bring the arms up over the head and then relax your arms down by the side. Yeah, find the spot where you can get some work to happen and you create movement. Sometimes you have to let go of whether the foot hits today or not. Okay, have the water if you guys are underwater. As soon as it becomes about getting somewhere, the yoga goes out the window, right? Because then you stop paying attention to what feels right. You heard a million times before, you work on the body, not the posture. We're just using the posture to work on the body. You never heard that before? You gotta start listening when I'm talking then. I probably say it like 3 times every time I teach. You always hear the thing that's like most pertinent for you today. That's what's so cool about this class. We're always repeating ourselves, and then the parts that are relevant to you really stick in your brain. You know, that's what's so cool about this class. You just come in and pick up the gold pieces as you go. Okay, let's do standing head to knee pose. Dandayamana Janya Sharasana. Shift the weight into the left leg and wipe your hands. Interlock your fingers and grab your right foot and hold the right foot out in front of you, 3 inches below the toes. And get a nice grip and don't lose the grip. Concentrate on the left knee and, well, if you don't have a mirror, just distribute the weight evenly on your left leg and get the knee more straight. And then you start to get the thigh muscles involved, and ultimately you get the stomach in. Everything's starting to connect. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Right leg lifts up and stretches forward until the right leg is parallel to the floor and the left knee is locked. Now I got to figure out more body weight distribution. Kick the right heel forward, flex the right foot, turn the right foot in from the ankle towards the face, and keep figuring out how to distribute even on the standing foot. If you're able to get both knees locked and you can still balance comfortably, just bend your elbows down next to the calf muscle. The elbows touch the calf muscle, and eventually your elbows will go down below your calf muscle. Change. Good progression, everybody. I like this one. Okay, let that one go. Shift the weight into the right leg. Wipe your hands if they're sweaty, and we'll do the left foot. Interlock the fingers, grab your left foot out in front of you, 3 inches below the toes. I said before once, but I'm going to say again, one side might feel completely different than the other. Don't kill yourself trying to match depth. Just feel this one out. Standing knee locked, solid concrete lamppost, one piece, unbroken, no knee. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Left leg lifts up and stretches forward, and right knee is locked, right? Different worlds, different sides of the body. Kick the left heel forward, flex the left foot, turn the left foot in from the ankle towards the face to create stretching underneath your leg and a cramp on the top of your thigh. This is Alice. If you get both knees locked and you can balance comfortably, bend the elbows down next to the calf muscle. Elbows touch the calf muscle, and the elbows should go down below the calf muscle. Nicely done. And change. That was really good. Yeah, just working the edge. Okay, do the backward bend 1 second. As you start to bend the elbows down, it's like you really have to fire up the leg muscles more as the body weight distribution is changing to figure out. A lot of times just people will jam the elbows down and try to get the head to the knee and they fall out. And you did such a nice job of adjusting while your elbow's coming down. Okay, shift the weight to the left leg. Wipe your hands, interlock the fingers, grab the right foot, hold the right foot out in front of you. Every time you pull on something, right, it's going to pull on some other part of your body. So you're always just being aware of how your body connects with itself. That's how you learn how to build strength and create range of motion. Standing knee lock, solid concrete lamppost, one piece. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Right leg lifts up and stretches forward, and the left knee locked. Kick forward the right heel, flex your right foot. So one day you get the ankle to turn into the face, all 5 toes turn back towards you beyond the perpendicular. If you get both knees locked and you can balance, then the elbows down next to the calf muscle. Good work, Lisa. Stick your time. If the elbows go down below the calf muscle and you're still happy, the body down, chest down. Tuck your chin to your chest and look at your stomach and put the forehead onto the knee. And change. Nice. I practice the way that I teach too. I have a lot of shoulder injuries, hip injuries, back injuries, like total mess, right? I'm still just kicking and stretching my legs in this posture because that's where the work needs to get done. Shift the weight to the right leg, wipe the hands, interlock the fingers, grab the left foot, hold the left foot out in front of you, 3 inches below the toes. Okay, shift the weight evenly on the standing foot, pull the stomach in if possible. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Left leg lifts up and stretches forward. Right knee locked. Beautiful. That's it. So you start to stretch and kick the foot forward. Your body weight comes forward, more down into the ball of the foot, and the knee stays back and contract the thighs. If you get both knees locked and you can balance comfortably, bend the elbows down next to the calf muscle. The elbows go down below the calf muscle, smiling, happy face. Body down, chest down. Touch your chin into your chest. Look at your stomach and put your forehead onto the knee. And change. Good progression, everybody. And then when you're up, hands to the hips, push the hips, do the backward bend. The discovery. Yoga class is just the whole 90-minute experimentation. So you guys are like yoga scientists. Okay, let's do the standing bow pulling pose. Dandayamana Dhanurasana. Bring the right hand out in front of you with the palm facing up toward the ceiling, elbows touching with the body. You get your money, don't drop your money. Bring your hand out to the right, reach back, grab your right foot from the inside and hold at your ankle joint, and bring the left arm up in front of you, your chin close to the shoulder. Okay, standing knee lock. The shoulder and the chin come close together, the two knees come close together, and your body weight shifts in between. So already that right shoulder is starting to drop back. And inhale, breathing. Charge your body forward, kick your right leg back and up towards the ceiling. Good, bring your body down from the lower spine until your abdomen and chest are parallel to the floor. And continuously keep finding your kick. The foot starts to come up over the top of the head. If not yet, you're on the way. You kick back more the right shoulder behind your left shoulder. Simultaneously stretch your left fingertips forward to get the left shoulder to come out of the body. So you pull the two shoulders apart, the chest opens up, your two shoulders are in one line. Kicking and stretching are equal and simultaneous 50-50. So the harder you're kicking, you can bounce forever as long as you're coming down and going forward. Body down and go forward and kick back, kick up, kick harder, kick one more time and change. All right, good job. All right. Let that one go. It's done. Left side, bring the left hand up. Bring your hand out to the left with the elbow touching the body. Reach back, grab your left ankle from the inside. Thumb touches with the index finger, 5 fingers together. Bring the right arm up in front of you. Your chin close to the shoulder and bring the two knees together. And you're going to let the body shift in between. Inhale, breathing. Charge your body forward and kick the left leg back and up to the ceiling. Bring your body down from the lower spine until the abdomen and chest parallel the floor. That's it. And continuously keep kicking. You start to see the foot come up. Maybe. Kick back more the left shoulder behind the right shoulder, invisible. Stretch your right fingertips forward. The right shoulder comes out of the body. Kicking and stretching are equal and simultaneous 50-50 as you learn how to shift your weight to keep the balance. That's it. Coming up towards the end, you just find a little bit, right? Body down more and go forward and kick back, kick up, kick harder, kick one more time and change. Great focus and movement, Jerome. All right, come back up when we got a second set. Okay, right side again. Bring the right hand out in front, palm face up. Bring your hand out to the right. Reach back, grab your right ankle from the inside and the left arm up, the chin close to the shoulder. Bring the two knees together. All right, yeah, you get a little bit of more space to open it up. And then inhale, breathing. Charge your body forward and kick the right leg back and up. Charging does not mean rushing, right? But you have to have that intention when the body comes down to move forward. That's it. Until you can get the abdomen and chest parallel to the floor. And then you might notice, right? As your body comes down parallel to the floor, if the arm is down, you start to get the arm and head to come up. That will give you more chest movement. The body will lift up a little bit more, and then you can charge forward and come down more from the lower spine. Great job, Alice. Kicking and stretching are equal and simultaneous 50-50. This is Sarah. Bring the body down more and go forward. Reach out of that left shoulder and kick back, kick harder, and change. Good job. This is also another one, right? Too much tension in the back. It's very hard to pull the shoulders apart. So you release the back tension so you can pull the shoulders in opposite directions. Bring the left hand up in front of you, palm face up. Bring your hand out to the left, reach back and grab your left ankle from the inside. It's so easy to tighten things that don't need to be tightened when you're working hard, right? But just pull on those levers and anything that's holding you back, let that relax. Right arm up, chin close to the shoulder. Standing knee lock, bring the two knees together. Inhale, breathing. Charge your body forward and kick the left leg back and up toward the ceiling and bring the body down from the lower spine. Yeah. Like if you just thought about pulling the shoulders apart, what else has to move? The chest can open up, the rib cage can expand a little bit, the shoulders open up, and then you have to figure out the weight distribution on the feet and your kick to match it, but let those things move. You reach the right shoulder out of the body and you kick back so the left shoulder goes behind the right shoulder. That's it, invisible. Kicking and stretching are equal and simultaneous, 50-50. Bring the body down. That's it, Esther. And go forward and reach and kick back, kick up, kick harder, kick one more time and change. So good. That's it, Jerome. He doesn't even want to get out because he's doing so good. Okay. Balancing stick pose, 2-Lidasana. Come to the back of the mat and towel. I like to practice that way. Practice with a little bit of relaxation. So like, when you come towards the end, you're like, wait, don't say change yet. I got a little bit more, Okay, balancing stick pose, 2-Lidasana. Bring the arms up over the head sideways, palms together, right? That's why I love all the postures end like that. We're like, charge forward, go back, the last chance, because you like let your nervous system know at that moment, it's this or nothing. If I'm going to go for a little bit more, it's now. Stretch up, elbows locked, arms with the ears. Inhale, breathing. Right leg steps forward. Lock both of your knees. Go down with your arms and head together until your arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor. So from the side, you look like a capital letter T as in Tom, not a broken umbrella. Charge your body forward and stretch the shoulders out of the body. The chest comes down and the chin away from the chest. The leg comes up and point the toes. Ready? Come up towards the end. Stretch and stretch and stretch and change. Come up. So you save a little bit. Elbows locked, chin up, upper body back. Set up, alignment, depth. I said it before. Left leg steps forward, lock both of your knees. Come down with the arms and head together. Arms, body, head, legs, everything parallel to the floor, capital letter T. That's it. So the chest comes down and the arms and head stay more together. And you stretch out of your shoulders, chin away from the chest. Bring the leg up and point the toes. That's it, Maxine. Stretch and stretch and stretch and change. Come up. I only have the front view of you, but I think that was capital letter T. And then arms come down and relax. Oh yeah, I want this one. Then I can check out the leg. Sometimes when we really get down there, we bring the leg up too high, Sometimes it's like hard to get the leg up. Sometimes it's like way up in the air. Second one, arms up over the head, palms together. Interlock the fingers, release the index fingers, thumbs cross. Okay. Elbows locked, arms with the ears, chin away from the chest. Inhale, breathing, right leg steps forward, lock both of your knees and go down with the arms and head together. That's it. And you just work it over time. Keep breathing. Body down, leg up. Chest down, leg up. Every muscle contraction. Good. Go forward more. Now just point the toes, Maxine, and you got it. Stretch and stretch and stretch and change. Come up. Wow. See, the leg get more straight. Okay, one more time. Elbows locked, chin up, upper body back. You have a wonderful height. Now you just got to stretch it out. Inhale, breathing, left leg steps forward, lock both of the knees. Go down with the arms and head together. Not too hard just because I said it. Just the direction to move in. Bring the body down and leg up. Bring the chest down and arms up. Stretch out of your shoulders, arms with the ears. Bring the chin more away from the chest. Now bring the leg down a little bit on this side, Maxine, and then just point the toes and stretch and stretch and stretch and change. Come up. Nice at the end, Alice. And then when you come up, arms relax down by your side. Okay, good. Okay, you get to put 2 feet back down. Let's do separate leg stretching pose. You guys are all at home, so find a spot that you can take a big step to the right, whether that's to the side of your mat or the back of your mat, however you got it. And we'll do standing separate leg stretching pose. Dande Mana Vibhakta Pada Paschimottanasana. Bring your arms up over the head sideways. Right leg steps to the right, big step 4 feet distance. At the same time, your arms come down parallel to the floor. Your 2 heels in one line and your 2 feet slightly pigeon-toed. Exhale, breathing, suck your stomach in. Bend your body from your lower spine. The chin forward. That's it. So you can keep that feeling in the chest. Looking in the mirror if you got one. Knees locked. Grab your heels from the outside with all 5 of the fingers together. That's it. Yeah, even if you grab the calf there and work it down, that's good, Maxine, because as your spine stretches, you'll have more space to get the hands down. Pull your heels, stretch the upper body from the lower spine down towards the floor. Keep the knees locked throughout the entire posture. And roll more body weight forward to the toes, right? Very similar to hands to feet pose you did at the beginning, right? You roll more weight forward into the toes and get your hips to come up higher and pull your stomach in, right? The leg stretching and then the hip stretching and then the lower spine stretching. Now one more time, release any of that tension in the middle and the upper back so you can get a little bit more stretch through the spine and pull the body in a little bit closer to the legs. The last chance, roll forward, pull harder and try to touch your forehead onto the floor. Inhale, breathing, come back up the opposite way. Nice, Sarah. And then when you're up, right leg back to the place. You're going to hear that from me a lot throughout the practice. Release tension in the back muscle, right? Sometimes it's just the muscles that we're holding tight that are keeping the spine from stretching more. Second set, bring the arms up over the head sideways. Right leg steps to the right, your distance. What is your distance? If you got the forehead to touch the floor easily, you take a smaller step. So you're doing more of a stretch and less of a split to get your forehead to touch. Suck your stomach, bend the body from the lower spine, chin forward and knees locked. Remember, you can always open the legs wider in the posture if you need to. So start like you wanted to get your forehead just a touch at the end. Give yourself all that room to stretch. So feet closer together if it's easy for you. Grab the heels and pull the heels, stretching the upper body from the lower spine down towards the floor. That's it. Now, if your spine is like all the way straight and feels nice, but it's way out in front of you, bend your elbows in and let your body swing in closer to the legs, right? It's the stomach coming to the thighs, just like we did in the hands to feet pose, that helps you stretch through the spine more, right? From the lower spine. And then you can get longer. The spine straight again, swing the body in closer to the legs. Remember, your goal is to get the forehead to touch on the floor in between your feet. Leg stretching, hip stretching, lower spine stretching, whole spine stretching, whole body stretching. That's it. The last chance, roll forward and pull harder and try to touch your forehead onto the floor. Inhale, breathing, come back up the opposite way. Nice progression. And then when you're up, right leg back to the place. Okay, the triangle pose is the Trikonasana. Everything we've done up to this point to prepare for this one, where you get to use all the muscles at the same time. Bring the arms up over the head sideways. Right leg steps to the right, big step, 4 feet distance. Immediately the arms come down parallel to the floor. Palms face down to the floor. Your hips a little bit forward and the upper body back and this body weight over the center. Good. Turn your right foot out to the right all the way so that the right foot is parallel to the wall in front of you. The two heels are still in the same line. Inhale, breathing, bend your right knee and sit down. Come down until your right thigh is parallel to the floor. That's it. The bicep, yeah. So the right leg looks like an upside down letter L. And then keep the hips down there. Bring the hips forward and the upper body back and the arms back and open the chest. Inhale, breathing, move both of your arms at the same time. That's it. The right elbow front of the right knee, and then you can stretch the right fingertips so they go between the big and the second toe, but don't touch the floor, no pressure against the floor. Look up to the ceiling, touch your chin to the shoulder, profile the face in line with the wall. Now stretch your left arm up, up, up. See if you can keep the hips connected with the legs, but stretch your arm up, open the shoulders in opposite directions. Push your left hip forward, push your right knee back with the help of the elbow, upper body turn or twist back like spine twisting posture. Keep your left knee locked and the left foot flat on the floor. Inhale, breathing, and come back up the opposite way. Very good. Turn your right foot into the center. Turn your left foot out to the side. So the two heels are in one line still, and left foot is parallel to the wall in front of you. Inhale, breathing, bend the left knee and sit down. Well, you might have like a corner in front of you, Alice, but you know what you're doing. Once you're down there, stay down there. The hips forward, arms back, body back, lean back, freeze. Inhale, breathing, move both the arms. So you're still finding the spine. I'm always on team spine. Hips stay down and the body opens up, right? If you're going down so low and crunching your spine just to touch the toes, I want you to get some spine connection. Hips go down, but you stretch up. Reach through the right arm, open the shoulder, try to touch the ceiling. As it push your right hip forward, push the left knee back with the help of the elbow, upper body twist back. Good, keep the right knee locked and the right foot flat on the floor. Inhale, breathing, and come back up. Good, turn the left foot in. Good, Sarah, arms over the head, sit back to the place. Relax your arms down by your side. I said it before, right? Everybody's body is a little bit different. So how much you're working on sitting down, how much you're working on standing, but see if you can get that pulling apart, right? Don't just lean down just so you can touch your toes. I can touch my toes too. I just pick up the foot and hold it, but my spine's not stretching. Okay, arms over the head sideways. Right leg steps to the right, big step. Arms come down parallel. Yeah? I'm like broken record. You're not working on the posture. You're working on your body. Turn the right foot out to the right all the way. Inhale, breathing, bend the right knee and sit down. So if you're not making a connection, if stretching isn't happening, if you're not pulling apart, doing the traction, what are you doing? Hips down, body up. Inhale, breathing, move both of your arms. I don't even care how quickly you touch the toes or if you even get to the toes. Hips go down, body goes up. That's it. Bring that left arm over just a little bit more, Lisa. 2 arms in one line. And then just see if you can feel that connection. Yeah, the chest lifts up and the hips go down until you can feel your tailbone to your neck. Push the left hip forward. Push the right knee back with the elbow. Upper body twist back like spine twist. That's it. Keep the left knee locked and the left foot flat. Inhale, breathing, and come back up the opposite way. Great job, everyone. Okay, turn your right foot into the center and turn the left foot out to the side. 2 heels still on the same line. And then inhale, breathing, bend the left knee and sit down. Leg like an L, thigh parallel. The right hip down and forward, the left knee back, so your 2 knees are on the same line. And the arms back, open the chest. Inhale, breathing, move your arms. That's it. Bring the attention to the legs now, Maxine. See if you can slowly get the feet to press on the floor, lock the knees, get the leg muscles engaged, and get the body to come up a little bit higher, right? So there's no hump on the side of the spine. You're working for that nice spine straight position. 2 arms are in one line, and your 2 shoulders are opening in opposite directions. That's it. Push the right hip forward, push the left knee back, upper body twist back, touch the ceiling, keep your right knee locked and the right foot flat on the floor. Inhale, breathing, and come back up the opposite way. Great job. Turn the left foot into the center, arms over your head, step back to the place, relax your arms down by the side. And then you don't have to do that one anymore. With the standing separate leg, head to knee pose. Dandemana Vipaktapada Janya Sharasana. Bring your arms over the head sideways, palms together, unless you're going to take a double today. Only cross the thumbs. Stretch up to get the elbows locked in the arms of the ears. Right leg steps to the right 3 feet distance and turn and face the side, the right side. Turn your hips 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times until you get your 2 hips exactly in one line from the side. Yeah, just feel them lock in. The 2 heels are in one line. That's it. Backside foot, 45-degree angle. Exhale, breathing, and you go down, arms and head together. Tuck your chin to your chest and look in at your stomach. So you get that rounded spine. And touch the forehead onto your knee. Now, if the forehead doesn't touch the knee, it's okay. Bend your knee a little bit. And use your hands against the floor, the elbows straight to help get your right knee locked. Suck your stomach in and touch the chin to the chest and get the head in closer with the stomach for more rounded spine. Maximum body weight to front side leg to get your right side hip to stick up more towards the ceiling and bring the 2 hips in one line. Can you get the right side hip to move up just a little bit more, Alice? You're so close. Yes. And then push the floor and try to lock your right knee. Inhale, breathing, come back up, arms and head together. What a great movement. Yeah, stop in the middle and then turn and face the left side and then turn your hips 5 times more to get the 2 hips in one line from the side. That was so good because it's like sometimes we're holding on to something and you just let it go, get the alignment, and then you put the strength back in. Okay, get the 2 hips in one line, exhale, breathe, and go down, arms and head together. Touch your chin to the chest, looking at your stomach, get the stomach in, and put the forehead onto the knee. Forehead doesn't touch the knee, bend your knee up a little bit. And then stretch your hands forward beyond the toes, the elbows straight. Suck your stomach in and bring the head in closer with the stomach. The right heel down on the floor, the right foot flat, the right knee locked. So you might feel your hips sending backwards as you pull the stomach in and stretch the arms forward. Beautiful. Shift the weight, get the left side hip to line up with the right one, and then push the floor and try to lock the left knee. Inhale, breathing, come back up, arms and head together. Okay, turn to the center, step back to the place. Relax your arms. You got it. All right, round 2. Bring your arms up over the head, palms together across the thumbs. Stretch the arms up to get the elbows locked, and the arms are always touching with your ears. Right leg steps to the right 3 feet distance, and then turn and face the right side, and then turn the hips all the way till you get the 2 hips in one line. And then exhale, breathing, and go down, arms and head together. That's it. Yeah, if you get the 2 hips in one line, then it will dictate where your foot goes a little bit in the setup. Touch your chin to the chest, look in at your stomach, put the forehead onto the knee. Forehead doesn't touch the knee, don't worry. Bend the knee a little bit. So it's normal when you bend the knee that you feel that weight collapse into the front leg. So as you push into the floor and help get your right leg straight, get your hips up a little bit higher, suck your stomach in, let your hips send backwards so you can have even weight down on your feet, which means you can get maximum body weight to the front side leg. Get your right side hip to stick up towards the ceiling, bring the 2 hips in one line, push the floor and try to lock the right knee. Inhale, breathing, come back up, arms and head together. Wow, good one. Okay, last side, last set. Turn to the center and then turn to the side. And then turn your hips all the way until you get the 2 hips in one line. This side might feel different than the other side, but line up those 2 hips, get them locked into place. And then exhale, breathing, go down, arms and head together. Touch your chin on your chest. Stomach in, look at the stomach, just like your rabbit pose, forehead lean. It's a rabbit pose spine in this posture. So you got to get the stomach in and the hips to lift up, and then you can get the head in closer with the stomach, and it's balancing stick arms. Your elbows are straight and your arms are stretching. That's it. Let the weight press even on the feet. Now this side, Esther, see if you can get the left hip to go up to the ceiling a little bit. To try to bring the two hips in one line. Yeah, so whatever you have to let go of, see if you can even the hips out a little bit. And then you can use the hands again. Yes, use the hands against the floor, push and try to lock the left knee quick couple of times at the end. Inhale, breathing, come back up, arms and head together. Very nicely done. And then when you're up, turn to the side, step back to the place, relax your arms down. All right, let's do tree pose. Face your mirror or face the camera. We'll do the right side to start with. Relax your shoulders. Pick up your right foot. Hold the right foot from underneath with the left hand and bring your right leg up as high as possible so your heel can touch the costume. Costume is like the bikini line. And then let the right knee come down. You take your time, Maxine, coming up. Yes, somewhere I want the foot on the thigh. Yeah, as long as you're working for that, it can't go off to the side. And just feel, right? Slowly stretch your spine. Let the right knee come down as things line up. Push the right knee backwards gently. You're trying to get the two knees in one line. So as you push the hips forward, you're getting an opening in your hips and pelvis. The upper body back, two hips in one line, two shoulders in one line, and you slowly stretch the spine. Good. Right hand to the center of your chest. And then you can hold it there. Left hand comes up to meet it, palms together, namaskar. If the foot slips at all, you keep holding the foot because it's much more important to lock the knees, stretch your spine, pull the stomach in, create connection. Beautiful. Change, right leg down. Okay, left side. So this is what you do the setup, right? Very simply, you bring the left leg up as high as possible so you can get your left heel to touch the costume, and then you let your left knee come down. I don't care if you lift the leg all the way up like wind removing pose, but see if you can get that heel high to start with, and then everything else can start to open up. Let the left knee come down, push the hips a little bit forward, gently push the left knee back, try to get the two knees in one line. Same principle as triangle pose, the upper body back, so your two hips in one line, two shoulders in one line. And then if you have a big curve in the spine, you get the shoulders and the hips lined up, just slowly keep stretching your spine. Bring the left hand to the center of the chest. Right hand comes up to knee to palms together, namaskar. If the foot slips at all, you keep holding the foot with the hand. Standing knee locked, stomach in, spine straight. Change, left leg down. Woo, this is a good one. Okay, toe stand is next, Padangusthasana. Shift your eyes, look at a spot out in front of you, 4 feet on the floor. Don't change your eyes, don't blink your eyes, and pick up your right foot. Put it on the middle of the thigh as high as you feel comfortable. Bring the hands together in the center of your chest and bend your body from the lower spine down towards the floor. If you can put your hands 10 fingers on the floor in front of you, slowly bend your knee and sit your hips down onto the heel, and then walk your hands back to the outside of the body. You got it, Maxine. So good. Hips are changing. Slowly stretch your spine up to get the hips up, balancing on the fingertips. Two knees in one line from the side, parallel to the floor. Left hand to the center of the chest. If you can balance without moving, bring the right hand to meet it with the palms together, namaskar. Slowly stretch your spine, stomach in, eyes looking one spot, hold it there. And change. Hands back to the floor, come back up the opposite way. Good work there, Alice. And then when you're up, let the right leg come down. Slow and steady wins the race. It's not a race, but you still win. Okay, left side, pick up the left foot. Bring the left leg up, put the heel high as you feel comfortable on the thigh. Bring the hands together in the center of the chest. I think of it more of like a treasure hunt. Okay, bring the hands in the center of the chest and bend your body from the lower spine. If you can put the hands on the floor in front of you, put the weight in the hands and sit your hips down. That's it. And then walk your hands back to the outside of the body. Slowly stretch your spine, create a natural human traction. Hips up, balancing on the fingertips. Two knees in one line from the side, parallel to the floor. Left hand to the center of the chest. That's it, Sarah. You gotta feel it out. And then right hand to the center of the chest. And slowly stretch your spine, stomach in, eyes looking one spot, hold it there. And change. Hands back to the floor, come back up the opposite way. So good. If you ever have to back out of toe stand, that's good. You're listening. Never pain, never weird. And then the left leg down. Ooh, my goodness. Yeah, those are the ones you can't screw with. Okay, when you're ready, turn around, lie down, relax on your back. She said torn meniscus, you know. There's so many injuries that people are scared of and you can still play with. Like, and I've coached people through like ligament stuff and whatever, but meniscus is one really like, stay away from it until it heals, right? If you feel anything that feels even remotely funny, just, you know, don't worry about it. It's one of the most difficult things as an athlete or even in a yoga practice to have to work around your injuries, because it's like my body used to be able to do this and I can't do this anymore. And it can be such a frustrating feeling, you know. But it's also a great time of learning, because while you're not going to where you normally go, your mind naturally has space to pay attention to other things that you might not pay attention. And then when your injury heals because you've taken care of it and you haven't forced anything, you usually come back with like a whole plethora of knowledge of different things that go on in the rest of your body, because you had to focus on something else while you were waiting for your injury to heal, right? So I'm not saying it's a positive thing to get injuries, but take advantage of it. Yeah, lie in savasana, relax, allow your circulation to come back to normal with the help of the breath. It's just like life, right? Our situation is always what our situation is. And if it gets to be like a certain level of like unworkability to us, sometimes we freak out. But really the only method is to be able to accept what's going on around you, because that's what gives you the clear head of being able to look at what's possible, right? I know like 2020 has been a crazy year, you know, and like my line to everyone has been, you being angry and upset inside your house isn't changing the world out there anyways, right? So you might as well enjoy all the things that you can do, right? I know it's easier, what do they say? Easier said than done. But if you keep coming naturally, and actually to be 100% honest, you creating a space of being like peaceful and loving and observant and increasing perspective, it does change the world, right? It changes the energy. If you don't believe in a universal energy, fine. It at least changes that whenever you become into contact with other people, that you're influencing them in a way that brings peace and calmness and love, right? Because you're exuding that wherever you go, you know? Now, wind removing pose, next Pavanmuktasana. Bend the right leg up, grab your right leg, interlock the fingers a couple of inches below your right knee, and pull the right knee down towards your right shoulder, all the way completely avoiding your rib cage. Your left leg is straight and your calf muscle is touching the floor. If it's not, you start to flex the left foot. Tuck your chin down more towards the chest to get the back of your neck on the floor. Bring your elbows in closer to the body and relax your shoulders. So when you tuck the chin and get the neck flat, your back can flatten out a little bit more. Maximum compression in your lower abdomen. Right side is massaging the ascending colon. Change. Right leg down, arms down. Left leg up, grab your left leg and interlock your fingers a couple of inches below the left knee. Pull your left knee down towards your left shoulder, all the way completely avoiding the rib cage. Your right leg is straight and the calf muscle is touching the floor. Tuck the chin to the chest and bring the elbows in closer to the body and relax your shoulders. So you can flatten the back and the neck out more, create more compression in the lower abdomen. You have to learn how to pull down a little bit extra hard. Your hip joint might hurt a little bit maybe. And change. Left leg down, arms down. Okay, immediately both legs up, grab the elbows each other over the legs. A couple of inches below the knees if possible, each hand on each opposite elbow. Get a nice grip, compact. Feet are together side by side in the relaxed position. Again, tuck your chin down to start to flatten the neck and relax the shoulders so it can affect the spine. That's it. Relax the shoulders, tuck the chin, legs compact. One day when you improve the skeletal system and the bone joints enough, then only you get the entire spine to go flat on the floor. Change. Legs down, arms down. Heels together, feet fall open, arms by your side with the palms facing up. Head straight, eyes open, totally relaxed. This is Savasana, the dead body pose. And find that way of breathing for you that allows your circulation to return back to normal and for you to release tension. Yeah, second set. Right leg up, grab your right leg, interlock the fingers, couple of inches below the right knee. Pull the right knee down towards the right shoulder. Did you forget your lunch?
No, I almost turned the light off.
Tuck your chin to the chest, neck flat. Bring the elbows in close to the body. All of these levers, just figure out what's moving. Tuck the chin, relax the shoulders. Bring the elbows in, pull down hard. Flex your left foot. Beautiful. And change. Right leg down, arms down. Left leg up, grab the left leg, interlock the fingers, a couple of inches below the left knee. Pull the left knee down towards the left shoulder. And just feel it out. You can feel what it tugs on, right? Maybe you have to push the right heel out and flex the right foot and turn the foot in. Bring the elbows in close to the body. Release that tension in the shoulders, relax them. Tuck your chin down more toward the chest to get the neck flat, always creating more movement so you can pull down a little bit extra hard. Hip joint might hurt, maybe. Change, left leg down, arms down. Immediately both legs up, grab the elbows. The feet relaxed position side by side, it's such an interesting thing because you want to get the legs to be a little bit more compact. That will let the hips settle down. So you feel letting the hips go, right? And tuck the chin to the chest to get the neck flat and relax the shoulders so you can start to get the upper back working, right? So the legs compact, feet relaxed to get the hips down. Tuck the chin, relax the shoulders to get the upper back down. So your whole spine is just starting to flatten out on the floor as you shift things around. Change, legs down, arms down. Beautifully done. Feet together, arms by the side, palms face up, head straight, eyes open, relax. My housemate was here and she came into the living room and I said, oh, what happened? Because she's paused and then started to walk back out the room. She said, I almost came and shut the light off in the room. She's like, I forgot you were in here. I don't know how that's possible since I talk so much. Okay, next is the sit up. If you're skipping the sit up, it's okay. Just roll over on your stomach. Flex your feet, keep your heels on the floor. Bring your arms over the head, arms and head together. And then inhale, breathing, and quickly sit up and grab your toes. Exhale, double jerk, touch your forehead to your knees and the elbows to the floor. All right. Okay, lie down on your stomach for Bhujangasana, Cobra pose. Yeah, first one in the spine strengthening series. Okay, hands underneath the shoulders, the fingertips in line with the tops of the shoulders. That's it. Relax your shoulders, tighten the hips, feet together, feet stay on the floor. I'm gonna put you right into this one so you don't have too much time to think about it. Ready? Inhale, breathing, lift your upper body up. Just start moving. Come up so only the belly button is touching the floor, the rest of the upper body is in the air. Stretch your elbows down to the hips and bring your elbows into the body to keep your shoulders down so we can get a little bit more spine movement. You look up and lift your chest. Your back is supposed to hurt. Hold it there, freeze, and change, come down. Arms by the side, left ear down, look to the right, breathe and relax. Just figuring out how the whole body connects, Sometimes you're in the setup and you feel all these nice things moving around. Sometimes you're in the setup and today is like, I have no idea what's going on with my body. That's fine. You can just start to lift up and you can start to figure out on the way, right? Like you can work those things as you're moving. Just figure it out. Feel it out. Second set, bring the chin forward, hands underneath the shoulders, not too high up or down, not too far in or out, not turned in, not turned out. Square your hands underneath the shoulders, glue them down, feet together, legs together, hip muscles nice and tight, solid contraction. You have one leg like the cobra tail. Inhale, breathing, and lift the upper body up. That's it. So as you're moving, you just figure it out. You're so good, Maxine. Okay, now just lift up in the air. You got this. Yeah, you got it, because then you can let it shift. And now tighten the hips a little bit more, lock the knees a little bit more, look up toward the ceiling, stretch the elbows, and then lift your chest one more time. Hold that spot if you can, and change, come down. Good. Arm by the side, right ear down, look to the left, breathe and relax. Yeah, be a little bit of a rebel. Go outside, color outside the lines a little bit sometimes. Sometimes it's when you let the form go just a little bit, you discover what muscles you need to keep it, right? But if you hold everything so tight that you can't even move anymore, what's happening? Nothing, right? So you got to figure out a way to get movement and stretch. And I trust you'll figure it out. Arms straight position. Bring the arms underneath the body. Palms down on the floor. Elbows underneath the stomach, invisible. Elbows are supposed to hurt this posture, right? Always one is a red flag for me if I can't get anything to move. Relax something, shift something, let go of the hard mind. Okay, grab the floor, chin forward, relax your left leg, right leg solid, concrete, pointed toes. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, right leg lifts up off the floor. That's why slowly, gently can be so helpful, because when you're moving slowly, gently, you have time to figure out what to shift, right? Let the upper back open in this posture. Bring the leg up a little bit higher. Lock the knee, point the toes, make the leg solid, and come up a couple more inches and change, right leg down. Relax the right leg, left leg solid, concrete, pointed toes. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently. Left leg lifts up off the floor. That's it. Minimum 45-degree angle, half of 90. You bring your leg up much more higher, everybody. Let the back shift. Lock your knee and point the toes. The back might hurt and the elbows might hurt, and come up a couple of inches. Change left leg down. Turn your head in and put your mouth on the towel. Readjust your hands so the elbows come a little bit closer together. Grab the floor. Keep the head down on the floor, this one. Take a deep breath. Without bending your knees, both legs lift up off the floor. That's it. You just go, lift up and come up, go up and come up. I don't really care how high you are. Keep shifting the upper back. And then lock your knees and feet together one more time. Don't give up. And take a deep breath. Go up and change, come down. Wow, good. Arms up from underneath the body. Left ear down, look to the right. Breathe and relax. You know, you only have the body that you have. So the more you can find yourself moving into these postures in a more balanced way, you know, it's less straining and fighting with yourself, and, you know, and just more naturally doing the work. And you still make progression. Second, to sometimes make even more progression than if you had started so hard out of the gate. Arms straight position, bring the arms underneath the body, palms down on the floor. I wanted to say always, but I don't like the word always. Grab the floor, bring the chin forward, relax your left leg, right leg solid, concrete, pointed toes. Inhale, breathing, and slowly, gently, right leg lifts up off the floor. That's it. So you're just creating movement. Lift your leg up, grab the floor. This posture is for your upper back. So see if you can release stuff and shift things around in the upper back, and point your toes and lock the knee and tighten it up and come up more and change, right leg down. Beautiful. Create range of motion, build strength in the range of motion. Relax the right leg. Inhale, breathing slowly, gently, lift the left leg. That's it. So on your journey of bringing that leg up higher, what else shifts around? Grab the floor, get into the upper back, release the neck and shoulders, chin flat more, lock the knee, come up a couple more inches, and change, left leg down. That's it. Turn your head in, mouth down, readjust the hands, elbows in a little bit closer. Okay, grab the floor, then take a deep breath. Without bending the knees, both legs lift up. Lift up and come up. Everybody go up, everybody come up. Good. Now, one more time, what you do? Lock the knees, feet together, don't give up. Take a deep breath, go up one more time. And change, come down. Great job. Okay, arms up underneath the body, right ear down, look to the left. You know, every day is a little bit different inside of your attention system, and it's like a big knot. If it's just big, like loose, ooey gooey, and nothing connected, it's really hard to figure out what to do with the knot. If everything is so tight you can't pull anything through, it's really hard to do anything with the knot. So you have to find that balance between tension and relaxation. When you find the right strings to pull on, you can pull hard because they'll come undone, right? But if you're just gripping and ripping and killing yourself, then usually the knot just gets tighter, right? Okay, let's do the full locust pose. Bring your chin forward, neck flat, hands down on the floor, palms down. And then you make your cobra tail again. Feet together, knees locked, hips one piece. You find the even hips and tighten the muscles. Look up towards the ceiling, take a deep breath. Arms, body, head, legs. Everything, not yet, Sarah. Yeah, everything lift up off the floor. Unless that was your warm-up, little double pump. All right, now look up with the eyes and lock the knees and get the hips tight. You might feel your body, stomach start to come down when you lock the knees, but then I want you to lift the chest up a little bit more. Chest up, chest up, chest up, body up, go up, come up. Exhale, breathe and go up one more time and change, come down. Beautiful, that's it. Arm by the side, left ear down, look to the right. So if your knees do bend when you go into that posture, you are human. And then you don't have to force them, but don't forget about them. Point through the toes, get the knees to go straight a little bit more, get the hips connected a little bit more. And then you'll feel your backward bend might drop down a little bit because you're actually connecting the spine more, right? When you can get the hip muscle solid contraction, that's when you start to bypass the legs and you connect with the spine more. But depth might drop back as the spine connects. That's okay. Second one, bring the chin forward. Neck flat, hands down on the floor, palms down, arms out to the side. But even if you don't find it in the setup, don't forget about it. Feet together, knees locked, hips and legs tight. Look up towards the ceiling, take a deep breath. Arms, body, head, legs, everything lift up off the floor. 747 taking off. Beautiful. So if you have the knees bent, just add that in there. Point through the toes, get your knees straight a little bit more, tighten the hips a little bit more, and bring the body up, look up, arms back, lift your chest up, body up, come up, exhale, breathe, and go up one more time, and change, come down. Wonderful work, Alice. Arm by the side, right ear down, look to the left. I kind of was like, look down at your square, and then like knees a little bit bent. And then I looked around at some other people and I came back and your legs were like so much more straight. Look very good. I said before, I like to remind you, it's just an experiment, right? So you're just trying to move things around in the body. It's not about, I have to look this way and it has to be perfect and all. Let go of that stuff. Just have fun with yourself. Bow pose, Dhanurasana. Bring your chin forward, hold the feet from the outside, get the grip just a couple of inches below the toes, because sometimes it looks less pretty before it will look pretty, because you're doing the work, right? You have to figure out what's going on inside of the body. Maybe it never looks pretty. My practice never looks pretty. Knees in, wrists straight, pointed toes. Unless I spend like 30, 60 seconds getting into the posture just for my Instagram pics. Take a deep breath. Slowly kick the legs up. Look up and kick up. That's it. So it doesn't have to be hard. You can be slow, but find your continuous kick and let everything open up. Keep on kicking. You don't stop kicking. Knees in, wrists straight, pointed toes. Lift your head up and keep kicking one more time. Yes, and change, a little bit of movement at the end. I swear, it's something about the brain and the body, right? Because your brain is always trying to protect you. And so it will throw on the brakes way before you're at the point that you can hurt yourself. And something at the end when you're like, you only know you have a few seconds left, you're like, you know, it's like something releases in the nervous system. So it's like, you can't lift the head, you can't lift the head. It's like, one more time, lift the head. And then everyone's head goes up. It's just a cool thing to watch. Okay, second set. Bring your chin forward, hold the feet from the outside. Oh, I don't really know, Sarah. She asked me, can I talk about why the feet cramp? I do know that when my feet cramp, you know, I try something different. All right, get the knees in and the toes out. Ultimately is 6 inches between the knees and the toes. And then take a deep breath and slowly kick the legs. Some things I know about because I find extra reading about. Now I'm gonna have to go research about that. So you kick up and you look up. And you find the balance that you need. You're basically just trying to use 100% of your strength to create a backward bend. So just keep etching out your path. Knees in, wrists straight, pointed toes, and then head up one more time and keep kicking and change, come down. Good. Arms and legs relaxed, right ear down, look to the left. You know, I'm not a doctor or physician, you know, I'm not here to give medical advice. Sometimes people ask me a question like Sarah just did. I'm like, damn it, now it's gonna bug me. So I'm gonna have to go read as much as possibly can about it. I don't know why people cramp exactly. And even like the physiological stuff of it, you know, and then if I read about it, then I can talk about it, but I haven't yet. Okay, bring the hands underneath the shoulders, push up to the top of the towel for fixed firm pose, Shupta Vidrasana. Walk the knees forward one by one. And sit down, kneel down position. And then separate your feet and slide your hips down in between the heels. So your hips sit down on the floor and the heels touch with the sides of the hips. If possible, the toes are pointing straight back, ankles down. Bring your hands to the toes, thumbs inside, fingers outside. First your right elbow down and the left elbow down one by one. Then your head touch the floor and the back of your head touch the floor and the shoulders touch the floor. And your whole upper body relaxes. Now take your time if you need to going this one. I talk fast, but move at the speed of your body. If you're all the way down, body relaxed, bring the arms over the head, grab the elbows each other. Pull your elbows down to the floor and tuck your chin to the chest to get the back of the neck to touch the floor. The chest and stomach lift up toward the ceiling, create a perfect human bridge. Eventually in the future, you bring the knees together so the knees are touching each other, but don't let the knees come up off the floor. Bring your hands back to the feet. Come up with the help of the elbows. And then when you're up, turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana, let all that blood, good stuff come back into the legs. Well, you guys are the ones that like to hold it, right? I know, Savasana is just the most important posture in the class. Flex your feet, arms over the head, cross the thumbs, inhale, breathing, sit up, grab the toes, exhale, double jerk, forehead to the knees, elbows to the floor, because letting the blood get back into the area is what creates healing. Okay, sit down, kneel down position, knees and feet together, separate the feet, slide your hips down in between the heels. Hips touch the floor, heels touch the hips. The heels should stay touching the hips the whole time. Bring your hands to the toes, thumbs inside, fingers outside, and then the right elbow down, left elbow down, one by one. Head touch the floor, back of the head touch the floor, shoulders touch the floor, whole upper body relax on the floor. And then bring your arms over the head, grab the elbows each other. Pull the elbows down to the floor. Tuck your chin to the chest to get the neck flat on the floor. Chest and stomach lift up towards the ceiling. Perfect human bridge. And then as you feel the connection, knees coming closer together, you get a little bit stretch on the tops of the legs, maybe the hip flexors. One day the knees will touch, but they don't come up. Bring your hands back to the feet. Come up with the help of the elbows. And then when you're up, turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. And let it go. And relax. This one, because you're doing compression of the joints, and at the same time you start doing the stretching and the backward bending and you're constricting blood vessels more, it really gets the blood pressure to go up. So when you let the legs release in this one, blood goes back in almost twice the normal speed. It's great flushing out. And because of the unique position of this backward bend, it isolates more on the spleen and adrenal glands. Flex the feet, arms over the head, cross the thumbs, inhale, breathing. Sit up, grab the toes, exhale, double jerk, forehead to the knees, elbows to the floor. See, I did read about that. Okay, let's do the half tortoise pose. Sit down, kneel down position, back of the towel, knees and feet together. This time you sit down on your heels, the tops of the feet down on the floor. There is no gap underneath the ankles. Bring your arms over your head, palms together, cross only your thumbs. Stretch up to get your elbows locked and the arms with the ears and the chin away from your chest and the hips down on the heels. So get a good opening along the sides. And then suck your stomach and go down with the arms and head together. The forehead touches the floor. The little baby fingers are touching the floor. And the rest of the arms are in the air. Your elbows are locked. That's it, Maxine. And then what you do? Stretch your arms forward. So the shoulder blade, scapula coming out of the body and the chin more away from your chest. That's it. The more you get the hips on the heels, see if you can lock the elbows more and get your chest to come down, just like balancing stick pose. And then your chin comes more away from the chest. You stretch more forward, chin forward. Your heels stay touching with the hips. Inhale, breathing. Gently come back up, arms and head together. And then when you're up, arms come down. Turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. That's your grounding part of the posture, right? Is the hips touching the heels. So stretch your arms as much as you can in that posture coming down, but you don't have to throw your whole body weight forward, just trying to keep your spine straight in this posture, right? You're going to do the work in the posture when you stretch the shoulders forward and keep the hips on the heels. So to throw your whole body forward, just have to get in the posture and then slide the body back to get the hips on the heels. Just come down. Flex your feet, arms over the head, cross your thumbs, inhale, breathing. Sit up, grab your toes, exhale, double jerk. Forehead to the knees, elbow to the floor. The work happens in the posture. The strengthening happens coming out. Okay, sit down, kneel down position. Tops of the feet down on the floor. So this is the one. Hips stay touching the heels throughout the posture. Bring your arms over the head, palms together, cross the thumbs. So get that feeling of what it feels like just to stretch the arms and keep the hips on the heels. And then you can feel everything opening up in between. And then exhale, breathing, you go down. Your hips are on your heels, your body is on your legs, and just the baby fingers are touching the floor. Oh my gosh, that's it, Alice. Yeah. And then from there, the hips might have separated a little bit anyways, but your job is now to lock the elbows and bring the hips back on the heels so you can create stretching in between, right? And if you get that tension in the neck and the shoulders, see if you can drop the chest down a little bit more. Arms come with the ears a little bit more, just like balancing stick pose. And then you stretch your shoulders out of the body and bring your chin more away from the chest. So you have your shoulder blades, your scapula, the deltoid, all of that is moving forward. And then inhale, breathing, gently come back up, arms and head together. What a great second set, everybody. When you're up, arms come down, turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. If you're one of those blessed 1% that can keep your entire spine straight and your hips down and your heels coming down, great. But you don't have to force the spine to stay straight at the expense of everything else. You're going to do the work once you get into the posture. Flex the feet, arms over the head, cross the thumbs, inhale, breathing. Sit up, grab the toes, exhale, double jerk. Foot to the knees, elbows to the floor. Let's do the camel. Oh yeah. Okay, come up on the towel, stand up on your knees. You see, I'm excited. 6 inches between the knees and the feet. Hope you are too. Okay. This is the last backward bend we do in the whole series. Okay, bring your hands to the hips so your fingers point down to the floor and your thumbs are on the outside. And then take a deep breath, push your hips forward, drop your head back as far as it goes. And then go back halfway and stop in the middle. First, only the right hand down, grab the right heel, thumb outside, fingers inside. And then the left hand down, grab the left heel, thumb outside, fingers inside. And get a full grip with your palms. Take a deep breath with the eyes open. Exhale, breathing, and push your stomach, legs, and hips, everything forward. Continuously keep pushing, don't stop pushing. Everybody push, push more, push harder. That's it. Make sure your back hurts. I want 360-degree angle backward bending for the gravitation. Then bring your hands back to the hips. Nice there. Lift your chest, spine straight, and push forward and come up. And then when you're up, turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. Nobody want to hold this one through the Savasana? How come? Okay, and then let it go, relax. If you did a little bit of claps in the lower back to get into the camel, it's fine, right? But you just feel it, right? If your hips are way beyond your knees in that posture, you drop backwards. That whole first line about go backwards halfway is so you're not going too far forward, right? And then you want to connect the thighs and the hips and the stomach so you can really get the whole spine connected and moving, right? Flex your feet, arms over the head, cross the thumbs, inhale, breathing, sit up, grab the toes, exhale, double jerk, forward to the knees, elbows to the floor. So camel pose is like your backward bend, and then you figure out where it's disconnected. This is a best chance to learn how to connect the spine from top to bottom. Come up on the towel, open the knees 8 inches, keep 6 inches between the feet. Bring your hands to the hips so your fingers point down to the floor and the thumbs are on the outside. Take a deep breath, hips a little bit forward, drop your head back as far as it goes. Go back halfway and stop in the middle. Right hand down, grab the right heel, you got that one? Left hand down, grab the left heel, you got that one? Get a full grip with the palms. Yeah, that's the good connection, Maxine. And then over time, see if you can go for that full grip with the palms. That's the opposite direction. Full grip with the palms. Yeah. Get the thighs, hips, stomach connected so you can push your stomach, legs, and hips, everything forward, and you're opening up more the chest and the shoulders. Drop the head back. Continuously keep pushing. Don't stop pushing. Everybody push, push more. Keep on pushing. Don't stop pushing. Good. Bring your hands back to the hips. Lift your chest, spine straight. Push forward and come up. Great camels. And then turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. Okay, just to feel out the body. And then you figure out what it is you connect. The whole class, right? You're figuring out what it is that you're supposed to relax and what it is that you're supposed to contract and how to shift pressure around inside the body. Flex your feet, arms over the head, cross your thumbs, inhale, breathing. Sit up, grab your toes, exhale, double jerk, foot to the knees, elbows to the floor. Next is rabbit pose, Sasangasana. Sit down, kneel down position, back of the towel, put the towel on top of the feet. And then grab your heels over the towel, thumbs on the outside, fingers on the inside. Pull your heels and tuck your chin into your chest and look in your stomach. Slowly go down front side, touch your exactly forehead to the knees, and automatically the top of the head goes down on the floor. Exhale, breathing, lift your hips up and roll forward to get the arms and the elbows absolutely straight. If there's a gap between the knees and the forehead, over time in the posture, you can figure out how to walk the knees forward one by one and close the gap. Keep the feet down on the floor, the heels together. Lift your shoulders away from the ears and get the hips up and suck your stomach in and roll like a wheel. Change, come up. Nice job. And then turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. Yeah, that thing about trying to look in at your stomach, it's like once you touch your chin to the chest, you don't have to keep jamming the neck too much. You start to get the stomach to pull in and around the spine to look in the stomach, right? You look for that even connection in the spine. So many people are really good at continuing to jam their chin into the chest, but I want you to be able to find that movement in the other part of the back. Flex your feet, arms over the head, cross the thumbs, inhale, breathing, sit up, grab the toes, exhale, double jerk, forward to the knees, elbows to the floor. It's a little bit easier to find the neck and the upper back in this posture. It maybe take a little bit more to find the middle and the lower back. Sit down, kneel down position, grab your heels, thumbs on the outside, fingers on the inside. So you pull the heels and touch your chin to the chest, and then you look in at your stomach, right? You get a little bit of round in that middle and the lower back. And then slowly go down front side, touch your forehead to the knees, and then automatically the top of your head comes down to the floor. Exhale, breathing, and lift the hips up and roll forward to get the arms and the elbows straight. That's it. So lifting the hips up higher and pulling the stomach in will help you get connected with the middle and the lower back. And lifting the shoulders away from the ears will help create that movement in the neck and the upper back, right? Heels together, lift the shoulders, stomach in, hips up, and roll like a wheel. And change, come up. Wow, good job. That's a nice one, Sarah. And then when you're up, turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. And it's always pulling on something, right? It can be annoying when you're really working on that, because then it's all of a sudden you get the middle and the lower back, and then it's harder to roll forward, and it's like always just like something, always something you have to give up, right? But ultimately you give up one side, you find something on the other side. You give up this side, you find something on the other side. And then they start to blend together, and you start to become more like synergy through the body, where you have a more balanced stretching throughout the class and not just forcing one part. Flex the feet, arms over the head, cross the thumbs, inhale, breathing, sit up, grab the toes, exhale, breathing, double jerk. At the beginning, we're just kind of jerking things around because you have to discover how your body works. But the more you discover how the body connects with each other, the more everything starts to happen naturally together. Okay, let's do the head to knee. Right leg out, left leg in. Create pressure with the sole of your left foot against the right leg bicep of the thigh muscle. Bring your arms up over the head and turn to the right side. Go down and grab your right foot and interlock your fingers and pull the toes and flex the foot until your heel lifts up off the floor in the air. If your knee's still bent, don't worry about that. Tuck your chin to the chest, look at your stomach, put the forehead onto the knee. If the forehead doesn't touch the knee, bend your knee a little bit. And bend the elbows down and in and flex the foot. And then just like rabbit, right? You suck your stomach in and you get your head in closer with the stomach and you create more compression with the legs. And you push the knee down. Change, come up, beautiful. Okay, left leg out, right leg in. Create pressure with the sole of the right foot against the left thigh muscle. 90-degree angle with the legs, arms over the head. Turn to the left side, go down and interlock the fingers, a couple of inches below your toes. Pull your toes and flex your foot and tuck your chin to your chest and look at your stomach, just like you did for rabbit. And then bring your forehead to the knee. Forehead doesn't touch the knee, bend the knee a little bit and bend the elbows down and in. So the more you're creating pressure with the sole of the foot against the thigh, the more you're going to need to do that right elbow down, right shoulder down, roll inside to the right, get the head in a little bit closer with the stomach and push the left knee down. Change, come up. Both legs out in front of you for stretching pose, Paschimottanasana. Lie down on your back and then right away do the sit up. Grab your big toes with the index and the big finger. Pull your toes and flex your foot. Walk your hips back right and left, both of them, not just one. Walk the hips back right and left until you get the knees locked. And then push the backs of your knees down on the floor. See if you can really get the knees the straight position, even the inside of the knees down, like a nice straight, even knees. And then flex your feet, heels up off the floor in the air, and bend the elbows. This is a really good one, Alice. When you start to bend the elbows, you have to work a little bit harder to keep the backs of the knees down and flex the feet, right? That's it. Because even you want the baby toes to, right? Feet turn in from the ankle towards the face. All 5 toes turn back towards you beyond perpendicular. That's how you get the even stretching in the legs. And change, come up. Wow, nice job. Good progression. And then when you're up, turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. Good job. Yeah, good job, Sarah. You know, I'm not talking to you when I'm saying all that stuff. I never feel bad for anyone. But as close as I get to feeling bad is when people have the meniscus problem, because it's so unworkable. Like, I'm so good at helping people work with their injuries. And meniscus, I'm just like, let it heal. You can't really do much with it till it heals. Flex your feet, arms over the head, cross the thumbs, inhale, breathing, sit up, grab the toes, exhale, double jerk, foot to the knees, elbows to the floor. But what a great job just doing the other things, right? I love that you're just picking up and using the other parts of your body. Okay, second one, bring the right leg out, left leg in, create pressure with the sole of the foot against the thigh, 90-degree angle with the legs. Bring the arms up over the head and turn to the right side. Go down and grab the right foot a couple of inches below the toes. Lisa's camera's been frozen on the left side of her thing. Oh my God, it's like that? Interesting. Okay, bend the elbows down, tuck the chin. Oh, and all of a sudden you came back, Lisa. I thought you were holding the posture so long. Bend the elbow. So really, when you bring the left elbow down and roll inside to the left, if you feel like the whole body is curving, make more pressure with the sole of the foot against the thigh. Those things counteract each other. 90-degree angle with the legs, rolling into the side. And change, come up, beautiful. Okay, when you come up, left leg out, right leg in, create pressure with the sole of the foot against the thigh, bring your arms up over the head, and then turn to the left and go down and grab your left foot and interlock your fingers. Pull your toes and flex the foot. Tuck your chin to the chest, look at your stomach. Put the forehead onto the knee. That's it. So you bring the right elbow down, the right shoulder down, you roll inside to the right. You create pressure with the sole of the foot against the thigh, the right knee stays down on the floor, and you suck your stomach in and you get the head in closer with the stomach, and if the knees still bend, you push it down a little bit more. Change, come up. These are great. Okay, both legs out in front of you for the stretching pose. Lie down on your back, and then right away do the sit up. Grab the big toes with your peace sign fingers, index and the big ones. Pull the big toes and walk your hips back right and left until you can get both of the knees locked. That's it. Now push the backs of your knees down on the floor. There's no room for air or light. Flex your feet so the heels lift up off the floor in the air, and then only you can bend the elbows. That's it. And start to come down. Just feel it out. Heels forward. Turn the feet in from the ankle towards the face. All 5 toes turning in, your knees straight. Bring the body down, pull the toes. Stretch your body forward from the lower spine. Your goal, to touch the head to the feet. Change, come up. Very nice progression. And then when you're up, turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. Flex your feet, arms over the head, cross your thumbs, inhale, breathing. Sit up, grab your toes, exhale, double jerk, forehead to the knees, elbows to the floor. The final spinal, half spine twist. Yeah, sit down facing the way you like to face, and bend your left leg on the floor so you point your left knee out in front of you. Put the right foot over your left knee corner so the heel is touching with your knee corner. The right foot is flat, and both hips are down on the floor comfortably. Knee points up. Bring the left arm up over the right leg, put your elbow against the knee, and then push your knee back with the help of the elbow, and turn your wrist, grab your left knee with the left hand. This is just like triangle pose. I'm always talking about this. You have to push the knee with the elbow, and you have to get your hip to go down, right? And you have to twist the upper body back. Okay, bring the right arm around in the back with the palm facing out. Try to grab the thigh behind you with your right hand fingers. If you need to, you can keep that right hand on the floor, and then learn how to lift your chest to get the spine straight position, so you can expand the rib cage and then look back over the shoulder, right? The more that you stack the spine and open the rib cage, the easier it is to turn your head without creating crunching in the neck. From top to bottom, coccyx to the neck, joint of each and every vertebra and cartilage or twisting. Bring the head back, twist and twist and twist, and change. Wonderfully done. Okay, switch the legs, bend the right leg on the floor, put the left foot over the right knee corner, H-E-E-L, your heel touches with your knee corner with the foot flat. Bring the right arm up over the left leg, touch your exactly elbow against the knee, push your knee back with the help of the elbow and turn your wrist, grab your right knee with the right hand. If your knee starts to come up off the floor, add pointing your right toes. Bring the chest up and left arm around in the back, try to grab the thigh behind you. If you need to, keep the hand down on the floor so you can learn how to lift your chest and stretch your spine. Hips are down, chest is up. Open the rib cage so you can turn your head. That's it. And look back a little bit more. Twist and twist and twist and twist and change. Great job, everybody. Good. Turn around, lie down, relax on your back, Savasana. Whoo. Now flex your feet, arms over your head, cross your thumbs. Inhale, breathing. Sit up, grab your toes. Exhale, breathing. Forehead to the knees, elbows to the floor. the final breathing exercise. Breathing exercise was for your lungs. This one is to clean out your digestive system. That's good for your internal organs and your abdominal muscles. Couple body and Vidrasana, blowing in the firm pose. Sit down, kneel down position if possible. We blow out by your mouth, and you do it very strong. Pull the belly in and out. Just do the exhale and let your inhale happen automatically. Now bring the hands on the knees, arms straight, elbows straight. Throughout the entire pose, your spine straight and your shoulders relax. Swallow a couple of times and begin. Okay, mouth is all dried out. Lick your lips, swallow a couple of times. We'll do a little bit faster in the second set. Slowly get the spine to the straight position, relax your shoulders, pull the belly, and begin. Whew. All right, you made it. Yay, when you're ready, you turn around, lie down, relax on your back. Oh, Saturday morning. Great way to start the Saturday. You already did something good for yourself. Thoughts are mental energy. They're the currency that you have to attract what you desire. Learn to stop spending that currency on thoughts you don't want. Enjoy solitude when it's there. But when you do want to mix with others, do so with all your love and friendship so that those persons cannot forget you. But remember always that they met someone who inspired them and turned their minds towards God.